Hello Internet, and all who are on it. I'm Tim Flory from Atlas Brain and Spine, and today we're going to explain why you may feel random spinning and dizziness from a little something called vertigo. Not only will we clarify what this disability is, but we will also reveal natural remedies to get rid of vertigo once and for all. Do you ever have a sense of spinning or dizziness? Have you ever wondered why you can literally be standing in place, or even doing something so simple as turning down a hallway, or getting back up from bending over, and have a little or a big seasick-like trip on the way up? Well, that can easily be a sign of a condition called vertigo. Vertigo is an intense sensation of spinning and or dizziness. It is not, as many people have heard, a fear of heights. Vertigo can refer to any temporary or ongoing spells of dizziness and spinning caused by problems in the inner ear, the brainstem, and the link between the two, which is called the vestibulo-ocular reflex. In fact, vertigo usually comes coupled with other conditions, such as tinnitus, ear infections, ear pressure, lightheadedness, and brain fog, and a few other conditions that we have discussed in previous videos. So who can get vertigo? Literally, it is possible for anyone at absolutely any age to have symptoms of vertigo. Vertigo can be temporary, although much of the time may start out as a one-time or occasional occurrence, and then progress into constant feelings of spinning and confusion, therefore creating other issues such as depression and anxiety that ultimately become debilitating over time. But did you know that vertigo can actually be remedied naturally? Although much of the time, vertigo is treated by medical doctors with a prescription of antihistamines or antiemetics. And this is done to reduce motion sickness and nausea, which, as always, is more about treating the symptoms than actually trying to fix the underlying problem. Vertigo in itself can be caused by a few different scenarios, like infection of the inner ear that triggers faulty signals in the nerve that senses movement, or a buildup of fluid and changing pressure in the ear, abnormal communication between the inner ear and the brainstem through what's called the vestibulo-cochlear nerve. This is the nerve that carries balance and hearing signals from the inner ear to the brain. So how can we reduce the symptoms of vertigo? And what is a natural remedy for vertigo? The most common approach is something called the Epley maneuver. This is most effective if you've been accurately diagnosed with a type of vertigo called BPPV. The key here is accurately. The theory is that it maneuvers tiny crystals out of the ear canals. It's just a theory, but it does work sometimes. There are also acupressure points that have been reported to be helpful for some people to relieve vertigo symptoms. And then there is something known as vestibular therapy. Though when these treatments don't work, or when they do relieve the symptoms, but they keep coming back, that is usually a sign there is a much deeper issue that most medical doctors or physical therapists are not seeing. It is well known that many people experience vertigo after having had some kind of head or neck trauma, something like a concussion or a whiplash. And this can injure the cervical spine. When an injury like that has caused you to have an atlas misalignment, that's the top bone in your neck, you are then prone to consistent and progressively intense episodes of vertigo. This is due to the manner in which the abnormally positioned atlas disturbs the nerve communication from the inner ear to your brain. And it can even disrupt that vestibulo-ocular reflex we mentioned earlier. With that being said, there is a more prominent and permanent solution to relieving vertigo. A solution that works to correct the underlying cause of the vertigo. And that solution is something called NUCA. Now, we talked about what NUCA is in our previous videos. And if you haven't seen it, all you have to do is subscribe here, or you can click the link in this video's description to see why NUCA can be a restorative solution for vertigo, as well as the underlying conditions that both cause vertigo and even other issues associated with vertigo like labyrinthitis and vestibular neuronitis, and even Meniere's disease. If you would like to learn more about this natural remedy for vertigo, then just visit atlasbrainspine.com, where you can learn about natural remedies for vertigo as well as other healing solutions for many other ailments that most of the time are both dismissed and carelessly diagnosed as untreatable, with nothing more than pain management, medication, addictive opioids, and even worse, potentially unnecessary surgeries that could have been avoided. Again, I'm Tim Flory, and if you, a friend, or a family member think that this video may be useful or helpful to someone they know that may have vertigo symptoms or vertigo, then please take a second to share this video. And subscribe for more natural healing methods that help you live a more restorative and clear-minded life through a better brain-to-body connection. Until next time, thank you for watching, and remember, when you restore your brain, you can heal your pain. We'll see you next time.